All right, welcome everybody. It's 7:08. To be respectful of everyone's time, I am going to go ahead and get this meeting started. This is going to be a little different meeting this week, rather this month. I have no slides. This is going to be more or less of a conversation. So I'm going to do it in two parts, all right, because I know we have some guests in the house. So I'm going to start, just kind of pass out a little information, and then respectfully, I'm going to have to ask my guests to leave so that we can
9 a.m.
talk
to
as a
11 p.m.
club. Somebody got a hot mic. All right.
Yeah.
So, but respectfully, once we get done pushing out information and give everyone an opportunity to speak and maybe share their information, especially our folks from our brothers and sister club here. I know we got some unicorns in the house. Probably going to have Chocolate City show up. Maybe Nubians may show up. We'll give them an opportunity to share some information. And apologetically, I'm going to have to all non-members to leave so that we can have a family discussion this week. So, without further ado, I guess we'll just kind of go ahead and get started. Welcome to this month's meeting, May, what is it, 20th, 2026. I hope everyone has had a good spring. We're rolling into summer. Kids got one more week of school left, and then we're going to roll right into some diving season. This past weekend, we had the friends and families down in Florida with our brother sister club, the Unicorns of Diving. I was there and Byron was there. Shout out to Byron. I see he's on the call. And Cortland were there. So we had three SSQ members in the house. Uh, Having a good time. I don't have any pictures because Byron took most of the pictures. When I see Byron, I just put my phone away because I know the pictures are going to be fly. So I don't even fool with him. But he took a gang of photos, and hopefully he'll be publishing those soon so that we can kind of push those out to the world. But again, I had a great time. Um, Man, it was just a blast. Byron, you got anything you want to put out there, man? Tell us about the your time there this over the weekend.
Well, first of all, I want to start out with saying hello, everyone. And BT, stay tuned. The photos will be coming out later on tonight. And also, it was just a great time to mix and mingle and meet fellow divers that are fortunately right in their own backyard and having a chance to dive. And the Friends and Family Weekend was really a great time. And it's something that we should be able to probably replicate at our club and also support theirs as well as others. But that's basically it. It was a great time, and maybe next year we can get more SSQ members to come and take a look at it. It was a fun time.
Yeah, Cortland, excuse me, Cortland was there. I think it was kind of serendipitous. He was there with a student at the Blue Grotto, which is right down the road from Devil's Den. They end up coming and having a good time with us. I actually went with a dive with them Saturday morning to a place I had never heard of. It's in Ocala. Has anybody dived at a location or heard of a location called Paradise Spring? I'd never heard of this place before. It's it's in Ocala, so it was about a 30-minute drive from where we were at Devil's Den. Um, and literally you are like you go through Ocala, you go through some back roads, and you turn off on this road that looks like you're going to wherever they filmed the movie Deliverance. Really, really scary stuff. It's just like, I mean, you're off the beaten path. And where this spring is located, there are actually homes surrounding this area. You look like you were in a neighborhood. And so we pulled up there. It was only myself, Cortland, and the student, Rob Dix. Good brother, good guy. We pay our $30. We watched this video, who was the original from a video, was looked like it was probably filmed in the early 80s or late 70s. I guess it's more or less a tradition for that family. It's a family-owned business, family privately owned property. Uh, Gosh, it was probably filmed somewhere in the 1980s. It it appears that the gentleman, the original owner, is no longer with us, and so his wife now runs the place. So it was only $30. You fill out your waivers and everything, and then we went to a location probably about not
Sorry.
even 50 yards from where the house was. And we go there, you go down a hill, and then boom, there's just this sinkhole. The water was crystal clear, typical Florida Springs. Water was crystal clear. Water temperature was about, well, according to my computer, it was 74 degrees, but consistently it's somewhere between 70 and 72. And we go down, if you've, I put it like this, if you've ever dove Blue Grotto, you've dove this location. Very, very similar concept. You go down into, drop down about 15, 20 feet. There's a platform there. You go down further and it just continues to slope and slope and slope and slope and slope down to about 100 feet. Right at about 95 feet, there was a sign telling you, do not enter unless you are properly trained. We've all seen the sign before. If you've never seen it with your two eyes, I'm sure you've seen it in a photo or video, warning you not to go in that cave, which of course you never have to tell, at least a brother like me, you never have to tell me twice. We got to the sign, we turned around, did our deep stop, then came back up to surface. Actually, they ended up staying in. I ended up surfacing a little early because I was having issues with buoyancy. I was overly negative. But all in all, it was a pretty cool dive in a location I never heard of. So if you're in the Florida area, Ocala area, down in Williston doing the Blue Grotto, or you're doing the Devil's Den, there is an alternate for you. It's called Paradise Springs. I had a great time there. Definitely check it out. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the weekend. Has anyone done any dives they'd like to share or talk about?
I will. This is Jeremy. Hello, everybody. Actually, I was able to dive for the first time in the aquarium with Nick, so that was a really good experience for me. I had a blast. I was actually celebrating my birthday, so I decided to cough up the bucks and go experience it. So thank you to Nick. He gave me the all around tour of the aquarium and showed me the whole showed me everything, and we had a good time. So I just wanted to shout out Nick um, for kind of helping me with that experience, and then I really enjoyed it.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate that. And
Very.
happy belated birthday to you. Shout out to Nick. Go ahead, Nick.
I was just saying, yeah, we had a good time at the aquarium. I had a great time showing you around, showing you the different exhibits that we have. Um, Next time we'll definitely do like beluga and tropical diver and all that stuff too. But
Outstanding.
yeah, that's it.
Outstanding. Hey, man, we appreciate everything down there. You're doing some good work down there. We really appreciate it.
No problem.
All right. I hate to put you on the spot, Miss Ford, but I know I seen you in here earlier. You still on?
Yes, sir. I'm here. Hello.
Ashley sent me a text earlier, wanted me to, and I'm going to share the photo here. Maybe you can talk to it. The women's dive weekend is coming up.
Yes, absolutely. It is July the 16th through the 19th. It's in Pompano, Florida. It was funny when the um email was talking about going down there. That's exactly where we're going to be. I just put the link in the chat. Actually, it's going to be we're in collaboration with Unicorns. We are going to have diving. We're going to have speakers. This is all women. Dr. Shirley Cook will be speaking. Dr. Archie will be, Dr. Carla Bell. Huda Brown will be speaking. We have accountants coming in. We have people who have expertise in exercising. We have Streams to See, Autumn Bloom, who'll be speaking and diving with us. It's going to be a phenomenal weekend. On that Thursday night when everyone's getting in, we'll have like a little meet and greet, a little, um, welcome gift for everyone to get ready to dive on Friday. We'll be going down to, oh goodness, in Florida. We're going down to, I've never dove it before. I'm sorry, it slipped my mind. It's, uh, we'll do a Friday morning dive. So I apologize. I forgot the name of it.
Blue Heron.
Blue Heron, thank you. Gonna have Blue Heron on Friday morning. We have transportation for people to get down there. And then after that, we'll be having lunch once we get back. And then on that Friday night is when we're going to have our women's conference. We have they have we have a buffet set up for them. We're going to be eating, playing games, and letting people speak. And actually, the goal is to dive, but yet bring something back that you didn't know before you came. And then on Saturday, we'll do a Saturday morning boat dive. And then we'll come back. We're gonna have we have CPR that's being offered in between that time. So we'll do CPR in that time frame after the first dive, and then there'll be like a night dive or that evening, and then we're gonna have more activities on the beach where we're gonna have another person speaking on the beach and music, and then on Sunday we're gonna have a Sunday brunch where we just kind of tie things up. People give their kind of like what was good, what was bad. Kind of like let the women kind of say, "Oh, I love this, I love that," because this is going to be an annual event. So go ahead and mark your calendars. It's going to be every year. It was International Dive Day is what most people do, like Patty and things like that. But we expanded that to do a whole weekend. And I can see in the future it's going to be a whole week eventually because I mean we had so many, and these women are all doing this out of kindness of their heart, coming down. People who teach CPR doing out of kindness of their heart, and I just love the unity already that's already transpiring even before we get there. This is going to be a phenomenal event. I put the link in the chat. So slots are limited. We are almost full. And so I would jump on this opportunity. This is going to be epic. This is going to be the first time ever. So you want to be part of that history. So just go ahead and sign up if you haven't already. And we'll see you down in Pompano, Florida. Any questions?
I have a question, Jennifer.
Absolutely.
Thank you for the information. I just clicked on the link and I see that the Blue Heron tickets are sold out. Will they be offering another boat if someone did decide to go?
It is not a boat. It's because where we're staying is it's about an hour drive. Um,
Hmm.
so you can still come. I mean, if you have your own, the bus is full. Is what it is. Because
I
we
see.
Yes, but Blue Heron is free of charge. It's just the van that we rented is at capacity. But if you rent a car, whatever, you absolutely can still join into that dive. So because it's
Okay.
free of charge, yeah. And you just gotta let them know that you want tanks and stuff like that when you get down if you come. Mhm.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Blue Heron is a shore dive.
Yes, but it's an hour from our hotel.
Got it. So we would just need to secure transportation or carpool.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
and also let them know so they can get you tanks down there because there's a dive shop close by that you can get tanks,
Hmm.
but they're gonna bring all the tanks for the women who have signed up for the dive. So you just have to say, "Hey, yeah, I want to go," and I'll just have my own transportation.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any more questions for Miss Ford? All right. Missy Monty, can I put you on the spot for next gen? Can you talk to that?
Um, I guess I could. I think Ashley's probably, I'm kind of
Yeah.
just an
Yeah,
associate
okay.
then.
Yeah, right. She sent me a flyer, but I didn't know if you could speak to it or not. I mean, if you can't,
Oh,
then
a
that's fine.
flyer.
I understand. Yeah, she sent me a flyer.
Oh, oh, I'm not familiar with the flyer, but I
Hold
guess.
on, I'll tell you what. Hold on for a second. Let me share it. And if you can speak to it, speak to it. If not, then that's all good. Or you could just tell us, what you do know about next gen as of right now. Hang on. Let me see. It's popping up any second now. You see it?
Not yet. Oh, okay. I see. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can talk to it. So yeah, I guess for those unfamiliar, the Next Gen Club is aimed at targeting kind of the 18 to 40-year-old group of Black divers. Um,
Just missed
yeah. Well,
it.
so, I think especially for me, I'm 30, I just turned 30, and joining NABS, going to the summit for the first time, great experience, but definitely, there's a couple times there where I was the youngest one there, and I don't feel very young. So a little bit of an age gap. So just trying to pull together some of the younger Black divers. I know there's like some teenagers getting certified. You guys have the Yes Summit and whatnot, but there's a huge gap, I think, between the people in NABS that have been diving for a long time or that are more experienced just in life. I don't want to say older, but so yeah, and I think this QR code here is a link to our WhatsApp group chat. So I think if you scan that, you should get a link to request to be added to the chat. So yeah, if you're in that 18 to 40 range, or if you know any divers or want to be divers in that age range, hook them up with Ashley and I guess pass on this info. And I joined their first meeting last week. Again, I'm not really on the committee or anything for Next Gen, but I've had a lot of conversation with Ashley about this, and sounds like they've got a lot of really great ideas planned. And I know they've been working with the NABS leadership team, and sounds like a lot of stuff coming down the pipeline. So that's my understanding of it.
Man, but I appreciate you taking a moment. I know you weren't prepared for that to talk to it. I know she couldn't be here. She sent it to me and wanted me to just kind of throw it out there, so I threw it out there. But as long as I had someone in here that kind of knew something about it, I wanted to that knew at least more than I did to speak to it. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Okay, Kelly, you want to go ahead now? You got anything you want to display, or you just want to speak to it?
I'm just going to speak to it. Hi everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. Um, I have been helping an organization called Get Black Outside for the last few years. And so the goal is to connect people who have never been out in the gone camping or been out snorkeling or have an interest in diving to participate. Oh, I'm sorry. I realized my camera's not on. Is this better? Hi, everybody. I just got off for work, so pardon me. So it gives everyone an opportunity to kind of experience nature for the first time. So this year I'll be serving as a snorkeling guide again with GBO Day. And so they have a fun weekend in June. It's a camping weekend, but it's also a snorkeling weekend. And so I'll be the snorkel guide. And I would love it if it is possible, if any divers want to come and support and be a part of that weekend. You guys could help us with kind of manning, just paying attention to swimmers that are out there. We want to keep them safe. And if you are wanting to do that and you're like, well, money is hot as gas, we can give you a gas card, a diver, of course, though. So we'd be very happy to have you to come out and to support. It's a great weekend also if you want to introduce people to scuba diving and they've never seen people in wetsuits and a mask and a snorkel. Registration is free. The entire weekend is free. So the goal is not to charge people. If you're interested in it, please let me know. Shoot me an email, or I'm going to send BT the flyer again, and hopefully you can send an announcement out to everybody, and it'd be great to see and have you and to support you. I've done it since 2020. Cortland's been there. BT and his family's been there. It's a really, really fun weekend. So just think about it.
Just to
When
speak
is it
to for
again?
my, oops,
I'm
sorry, go
sorry.
ahead.
What's the date on that? I apologize. I missed
Oh,
that.
I'm so sorry. Yes. So Get Black Outside this weekend is actually hang on. I got it on. I'm looking at it on my computer over here, but it's the wrong date. It's from the previous year. So it is June 26th, 27th, and 28th. Registration is still free. It's really a 3-day weekend. If you want to do the 3-day weekend, you can come and camp from Friday until Saturday or to Sunday, excuse me. If you don't want to camp the whole weekend, if you just want to do the day snorkel and bring some folks with you, that's on that Saturday. So please come and be a part of it. Lunch is provided on that Saturday. It's a really, really fun weekend. Like I can't stress it enough. I've done it for 5 years, and every year they've asked me to be a snorkel guide there. So it's with the U.S. Forestry Service. So it's just really a fun filled day.
So to speak to my experience with that, I went, we didn't have it last year. I went 2 years ago with my son. And I'd already been kind of planting the seed with my son to get him certified. So I had been working in the pool with him on his swimming. I had been working with his snorkeling. I actually even taught him like giant stride and different types of entries. When we went to GBO weekend, he actually got out there. He knew how to snorkel, which was probably a lot more than some of the other kids knew. He was further ahead than them. To get out there and actually see wildlife and see fish for the first time, because we had always done it in a pool. In my opinion, that made it easier for me to actually sell him into scuba diving because he got certified next summer, which was last summer. So it's a great introductory program to get kids that we would love to funnel up through. Uh, which, gosh, is Dr. Pam here that we can talk about a YES program? Or maybe you and I, Kelly, we can talk about it. But it's a good way to get kids introduced that we can eventually funnel through the YES program and then funnel them through the next gen program. And eventually will be the leaders of this club and also the NAF club and some of our brothers and sisters clubs. So it's a great opportunity and it's free. And we're giving away gas cards.
Yep. And
So
I just put the flyer in the chat for anybody who's interested in participating. Like I said, registration is going to be open until June the 1st. So if you are interested, please participate. If you have any questions, I'll put my email here in the chat, and that way you can always reach out to me. But it is free, and it'd be great to see y'all. And if you want to
can't
be
beat.
one of the volunteer divers, we're giving gas cards, and if you want to be one of the volunteer dive, people to support, it'd be really grateful.
Mhm. Yep, had a blast. I mean, it was a lot of clubs that were represented 2 years ago. I know Sergeant Scuba was out there. E-Man, you were there too, right? At
Mm-hmm.
the one, yeah, E-Man was there. So we had Greg, of course, had a
Mm-hmm.
good turnout
Great
of
turnout.
senior leadership. Great turnout. All right. And so Dr. Pam is not here, right?
She's not, but
So
we,
go
but
ahead.
BT president, we have, I think, a couple of youth summit
Several other
instructors.
folks here. Yeah, yeah, yep, yep,
Yeah, so Dr. Anthony Ford can speak to it. He's been briefed on everything about the
yep.
youth summit. Why don't you
Yeah,
let
throw him
Dr.
under the bus.
answer for you?
Throw him under the bus again, Courtney.
Yep, that's how you do it. That's, that's the way he did me in October. Dr. Ford,
Doc,
Dr. Ford,
Brother Cortland, that's strike one. I just want you to know that. Jesus Christ. All right. Good evening, everybody. For those that I have not met, my name is Anthony Ford. Actually, one of the co-founding members of SSQ and currently the president of NABS. I did want to speak a little bit on the Next Gen Committee. I know that they put Imani on the spot a little bit, but the core of what she talked about is true, that I've asked them to be responsible. I've asked them to be responsible for helping to bridge the gap between the 18 to 40-year-olds, since that group is really the sustaining group of NABs, and it'll be part of our succession plan so that when we are done and ready to move on, myself, etc., that there's a group of individuals that we're targeting to replace us. And so they have some outstanding plans in terms of partnering with two of the Black colleges in the Northeast to try to get a next gen chapter in that area. We're also sponsoring scholarships for some of those college students to get trained and get certified. And they've been very aggressive with their marketing campaign. So the hope is that people will appreciate the brand and the strength of the Next Gen Committee. In terms of the Youth Summit, we'll be there June 13th through the 20th. We will be certifying 12 individuals, 5 as open water divers, 5 as advanced divers, and 2 as rescue divers. I think this is the first time that we've done that. Normally, I think it's been open water certs. So I'm very proud of what we're trying to accomplish to turn it more into a program rather than just an isolated summit. So we want these kids to stay with us through every aspect of their training. And then once they cross the threshold and become 18-year-olds, then we'll transition them to the next gen committee. But we have 6 instructors going. I know BT and Kelly and Dr. Pam are going. There is science and education that will be a part of what we're doing. But the major goal is to introduce these young people to the world of scuba diving, and hopefully they will embrace it to the same degree that we have. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. As a matter of fact, I'd like to take this opportunity. We're going to do just like we do in some of our churches. I have a young person that's right now in my open water course named Faith. She's on here with us right now. Faith, go ahead and introduce yourself to the fabulous members of SSQ.
Hi, I'm Faith. I go to like Milton High School. I'm 16. I take interest in marine biology. Yeah.
And why do you want to learn how to scuba dive?
Well, actually, because I want to like end up becoming a marine biologist, and I've always kind of had like a love for the ocean. So I just really want to learn how to do that and what comes with it.
Right. Thank you, Faith. I really appreciate you. Faith's a great student, literally a straight A student, and I'm having a good time helping her get through her certification. So my hope is that she's going to be part of our next generation in SSQ. I'm glad that y'all see that she sees y'all, um, and maybe one of these days y'all will see her. Thank you, Faith.
Good deal. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Possible mentorship. I don't know if she's willing to do it. I know Zari is online. Maybe we can connect the two. I know there's a slight difference in age, just a few years, but she was in that age range at one point in time, and she came up through SSQ, and now she's doing great things.
Yes, for sure. For sure. That's awesome. It's nice to meet you, Faith.
It's nice to meet you too.
Love it.
Okay, so for the good of the group, before I turn it over to our guest to put out some information, does anyone have anything they'd like to put out? Anything they want to promote?
I do.
Yes.
Well,
Yes, this E-Man.
go ahead, brother.
Hey, I just wanted to talk about knowing your limits. This is a true fact that the in the Maldives we lost six divers in the Maldives that passed away.
Yes. Yes.
Their depth was 160 feet. I believe three of them or four of them were instructors. They got disoriented, and right now they're still trying to recover two that's still in the cave. And one of the divers that passed away was actually one of the rescue divers. So again, that's knowing your limits. So you get disoriented, you don't know where you are, you don't know where your air is going. You always say, watch your bubbles, see where your bubbles going. But when it's dark, it's hard to see all of that. So you just have to know your limits. That's all I have.
Thank you, brother. Wise words. Courtney, go ahead.
July 12th through the 17th, I am setting up another scientific diving opportunity in Florida. Zaria is going to be with me for a couple of days, just finishing up some stuff. But I'm putting it out there because right now it's just me, Zaria, and her mom. But if I get three more people, I can officially turn it into a scientific diving week. What that would entail is if you're interested, we can get going on some e-learning. There's some things I need you to check off on. The last time that we did this in Honduras, oh, I had a wonderful time. And I've been charged with trying to do something stateside because in NABS, just putting it out there, because we told the unicorns this past weekend after their Friends and Family Day, we're doing a scientific diving week in August in Utila. So it's typically, well, not typically, this year is going to be the week after the NABS, the week after the AquaCore Safety Retreat. and that's the week of August 17th through the 23rd. That's one section that's being set up through our Science and Education Committee for NABS. But for Cortland and SSQ, I am setting one up if we get enough participants for July 11th through the 17th. And if you're interested, I will be glad to give you more details. And I'll leave it right there. Thank you.
Appreciate that, Mr. Former President. All right, so I know we got a few guests in the house, got some unicorns in the house. Miss Demi, I know you usually have a lot of good information about what your club has going on. Tell us about, first of all, introduce yourself for those who may not know you, and what the unicorns got going on coming up.
Oh, y'all just love putting people on blast. I just came to fellowship. But hello everybody. My name is Demi Sims. I'm the social media manager um or officer for the Unicorns of Diving. And I have some important information for you. First off, thank you to everybody who was able to make it out for Family and Friends Day. I'm sure you guys had a blast and it was a pleasure to have you. First, on my mini notes, I have that we have our next club meeting June 25th. That's going to be on Zoom, and the link will come out shortly. So please, if you're available, we would love to have you there. Uh, Women's International Dive Day has already been covered a few times, but if you know the ladies in any of these clubs, you know it'll be a vibe. So if you know somebody you would love to see there, then make sure you get that information to them. Also, we have the mini lobster dive July 28th and 29th there in Florida. And we are working exceptionally hard on our social medias. If you have it, please follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, which I'll drop all those links. And if you have any questions, feel free to check out our webpage or PM the Unicorns or DM the Unicorns Facebook or myself, Demi Lee, on Facebook, and I'll be happy to help. Thank you so much. And it's a pleasure to see y'all. And I'm excited to see the younger generation working up the pipeline. I also attended the Next Gen call, and it was really amazing to see some of the things that are happening. So even if you're, may not fall in the age range and you just want to help, lead or mentor, we would love to have you because I know Ashley and a bunch of the other leaders of Next Gen are doing amazing things. And that's because of the leaders we're learning from in the NABS clubs. So thank you so much for your support. We appreciate it.
We thank you so much for that wonderful presentation. And as always, you are welcome. Anyone is always welcome to come to our meetings. Shout out to Dr. Roman. What's going on, Dr. Roman? Introduce yourself.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Janet Roman. I am a unicorn. I'm also part of CCDC and ABSC and NABS. I kind of get around a little bit because I love diving. One of the things I will put in the chat for you guys, CCDC is an up and coming club out of North Carolina. I'm sure Veronica will tell you more, but we will be hosting a trip in Florida for the Goliath Grouper. I know everybody tries to get to Florida for that, so we'll have a trip in the end of September the 26th. Two tank dives that day with the option you can dive again on Sunday if you'd like. Of course, since we're in Florida, we're going to cruise past the Blue Herring Bridge. That's kind of one of those things you just do as soon as we get the calendar on the tides. So I'll put that in the chat and we'd love to see you guys if you want to come through. But thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Roman. It was a pleasure meeting you this weekend, and I'm definitely going to hit you up for that help. Awesome. Thank you so much. All right, Miss Veronica, what you got for us? I know CCDC. Talk to us.
Well, as Dr. Janet mentioned, we are going on a trip. So that's the Goliath Grouper in September. We also are diving. We're having a Juneteenth dive here in North Carolina. Yes, so bring all your Black Power gear, and it's gonna be in a quarry. Friday, June the 19th from 8 to 9. And I think we're getting a couple of kinks worked out of the registration, but I will post it as soon as we're clear to do so by our board. And I think this BT was great seeing you this past weekend at the Family and Friends. Great time. We will have more dives and more trips coming up. So we appreciate your support. Um, as soon as I get information, I put it on Facebook. So if you can like and follow our page, would be wonderful too.
Yes. Thank you very much. And always, you guys, as soon as you feed me that information, you know I'm gonna continue to share it with our group here. So please make sure that y'all tag me or email. You got me, or you could text it to me, however you want to send it to me. Just make sure I get it. And rest assured, I will get it out to everybody so that we can hopefully continued club collaboration and get you guys maximum participation. If you want to put 20 people on the boat and you ain't got but 15, I don't see any other reason why SSQ can't fill the last 5 seats. So
We
or
would
we're gonna
love
do
to
it.
have you.
Yeah, or we're gonna do our best to make sure we fill those last 5 seats. All right. But we thank you so much. I think I got everybody from my brother and sister club. Anybody else?
BT, can I talk about the summit real quick?
Shoot, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay. We have the annual summit that's going to be held in Costa Rica this year. It is October 17th through the 24th. And we have had such a phenomenal turnout that we actually sold out in 24 hours. Every room was taken, every dive slot was taken. So we begged the dive shop and we got now 110 divers. That's the most they'll let us have. We're at max. And Cortland says no more. But if someone drops out, there is a waiting list. But still, we have people on the waiting list. If you still want to go, you can go as a non-diver because there's so much to do in Costa Rica. We're going to be zip lining. We're going to do some whitewater rafting, going some just a whole bunch of different things, going to see monkeys. I mean, there's just an array of things to do in Costa Rica. We have now 150 participants that are coming. So I encourage you, if you have never been to a summit, this is the one to come to because it's just going to be phenomenal. As they always are. We have a lot of things planned throughout the entire week. And so if you haven't signed up, then it's still not too late. I think there's only 5 days left that you can come. We've sold out of the 7-day slots, but there are a couple of 5-day slots that you can go just 5 days and then leave. But just encourage everybody to come and just I really would like to see this hotel sold out with just us being there. So don't hesitate to sign up. Thank you guys.
I have a question. So it's just 7 and 5 day slots. There are no 3-day slots. Is that correct?
That's correct. You
Okay.
have 3 days of diving, but not hotel.
Okay.
Yes, that's correct. There's 3 days, 4 days, and 3, 4, and 5 days of diving.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for that update because I completely forgot to plug that the NAB Summit. Thank you so much. Anyone else? All right. So for those who may have showed up late, this was supposed to be a different meeting, an informal meeting, but apologetically and respectfully, I'm going to have to ask all non-members to drop off the call. We thank you for coming. We're just going to have a little family session amongst ourselves, but we're really